Should you buy Black Ops 6 for zombies? Let's talk about it. For my Black Ops 3 zombie players, I know that you see Gobblegum and you get instantly excited, but I genuinely believe that Black Ops 6 zombies is going to be much more akin to Black Ops Cold War than anything. A lot of people are even calling this Cold War 2.0, and even going back to Cold War and saying that that was Call of Duty Black Ops 5 zombies, which obviously does make sense considering that BO5 or Cold War was in the 80s, and now Gulf War or Black Ops 6 is in the 90s. So it makes a lot of sense, and I just want to say, for my zombie fans, I genuinely believe that this game is going to be much more akin to Cold War because of two reasons that we already saw in the official gameplay reveal of Terminus Island being salvage returning, number one, and also number two, the Rampage Inducer returning, which means that we are getting super sprinters that we had back in Black Ops Cold War. I personally am not a big fan of super sprinters. I feel like that really makes the game not zombies. I feel like zombies, the whole point of it is to make it feel like the original zombie games where the zombies are slower, then they gradually get faster. I feel like this whole aspect of where the zombies have to be super sprinting is just kind of nonsensical, and also we most likely are probably getting the loadout system back as well, which I know a lot of people weren't really too excited about because, in my opinion, zombies should be the way it is by starting off with a starting pistol and then working your way up to becoming something super overpowered later on. I think that is the best part of Call of Duty Zombies, and when you spawn in like with an assault rifle or with an LMG, and it doesn't matter that it's a low rarity, it just gets rid of that cool aspect of the game itself. And so I think with Black Ops 6, it will ultimately feel like Cold War. It's still yet to be decided if we are going to be getting in-menu progression or whatnot, considering that we are getting Gobblegums. A lot of leakers have been saying that this system is going to be a combination between Black Ops 3 system and Black Ops 4 system. So I think that this game, if anything, is going to feel like a hybrid of the last three round-based zombie games, being Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, and Cold War. But ultimately, it will be on Cold War's engine. You are going to be playing as operators, apparently, on Liberty Falls. On Terminus, we do have a set crew that is giving us story dialogue, but to be honest, we have played already with the set crew in Cold War, really, because they were the people that were giving us all the dialogue in those games. So it's not really going to have that same storyline experience like original Black Ops 3 did. The gameplay that you're seeing on your screen right now is a new Black Ops 3 zombies map called Isle of Cthulhu, and to me, when I played this, it felt so much like the original days of Shadows of Evil, and this is the thing that I am really scared about, that even Milo has talked about on his videos, is because Call of Duty Zombies has to now have somewhat of basis inside of Warzone maps. To me, I don't know if we will ever get these crazy mythological experiences where we're out here in Shadows of Evil with all this Cthulhu lore, or Dreisendrach with these bows, or Zetsubo no Shima. And even though we're going to an island map, Terminus being the island map, very similar to Zetsubo no Shima, I'm not ever sure if we are going to be getting the mythical and the fantastical that Call of Duty Zombies was once known for. And so this is something that I've even seen Milo make a video on recently, basically saying that, you know what, if the game releases and it's not up to your standards, you shouldn't be blaming YouTubers for that. This was a whole fiasco that happened during the Black Ops 4 zombie days, where a lot of people were really happy about the way Black Ops 4 launched and then were blaming the YouTubers for its downfall. I do have to agree with Milo in saying that obviously as YouTubers, we have literally no control as to how Black Ops 6 Zombies is going to play out. Not even the developers have control for how this game is going to play out. Ultimately, it is up to Activision. And while, yes, Treyarch has made a bunch of studios creating this Black Ops 6 Zombies experience, and this is probably the most development we have seen in almost 10 years for round-based zombies, in my opinion, there probably will be things that people don't like to see, like in Black Ops Cold War with salvage, for example. I hope that the salvage earn rates are definitely buffed up in this game. I hope we get to see new perks. I hope also that if Gobblegum come back, that they're actually earnable in a easy way, an easy and non-pay to win way, just like in Black Ops 3 with Liquid Divinium. And even then, people make the argument that on Black Ops 3 it was still difficult to get Liquid Divinium to unlock Gobblegums. And so ultimately, my recommendation for Black Ops 6 is that if you love Black Ops Cold War, you're gonna love this game because it's gonna have the Cold War mechanics, it's gonna have the arsenal, it's gonna have rarities, and also it's probably going to have your open world zombies mode Outbreak. And to me, I think the biggest fumble of this game is if they focus too much development time on the Outbreak mode as opposed to the round-based mode. That will ultimately hinder this game, and the thing is that this game has to launch perfectly. People have been very upset with round-based zombies not having really a good launch since Cold War, and then Black Ops 4 wasn't a great launch either. BO3 I would say was a really good launch, and then Black Ops 2 probably wasn't a great launch either with Transit. So we're bound to have a good launch again, I would say, for this year because of the fact of the track record of how long that they have been putting their investment time into this. And I will say though, if you do like zombies just for the gameplay, you probably will enjoy this game more so than somebody who played Black Ops 3 just for the storyline. Like that Dark Ether storyline, the way that Jason Blundell tried to weave the narrative of chaos and premise, that to me is long gone from Treyarch. I genuinely believe that the storyline of Black Ops 6 will probably be the weakest part of the game. We probably will be going back to an intel system with a trial-based system like we had in Cold War to unlock all of the lore that was inside of the game, which to me is not that big of a deal. However, I've always been a gameplay guy, and I know some people just won't even play zombies if the story isn't interesting enough, and I just don't know if we will ever go back to that place. Because when you look at our first two round-based zombie maps for Black Ops 6, we have Terminus, which is an island off the coast of Japan, off towards the east coast side, and then we also have Liberty Falls, which is a city-based map based in the Appalachian Mountains. And so that is cool, but it isn't anything as fantastical, in my opinion, as what we've seen in earlier zombie games. And so ultimately, I think the best way to treat this game, because we are so unsure on the launch and we don't really want another MW3 zombie situation where we're buying the game and we don't really know what we're getting, I would say if you do have access to Xbox Game Pass on either Xbox or PC, I would highly recommend just paying up probably under $20. This is the cheapest zombies experience probably in years, and you will be able to play the launch and see if it's worth your time or not. And to me, that is better than wasting $60+ on a full launch title that you are going to play and buy and then not enjoy later on. And so that to me gets me excited, because the fact that Call of Duty is putting this on Game Pass is them, in my opinion, proving to the world that they want people to try out this experience and that they have done a good job cooking up something great. To me, I just really hope that we get an experience as good as Black Ops Cold War. To me, that is the baseline. I think the worst part of Black Ops Cold War, ultimately, in terms of the gameplay standpoint, was that the maps weren't all that interesting. The maps kind of stuck it safe and made every single map a facility without really blurring the lines of what that means. Whereas in Black Ops 2, you know, you have a map with huge 1,000-foot robots. In Black Ops 3, you have a map where it's literally just all Cthulhu's in the sky and all this crazy nonsense. Like, we need to go back towards that fantastical, and I really hope the lead director, Kevin Drew, understands that. In the image of the last footage that they put out for the Black Ops 6 Zombies gameplay teaser, Kevin Drew was actually sat next to a vial of Gobblegums and a book that said, "Thanks for your feedback," and then underneath that book was Black Ops 3. So to me, this is Kevin Drew responding to the community that he understands what the community wants. They want more depth, they want more of the fantastical, and the fact that Kevin Drew even released the Black Ops 6 Zombies reveal like that, where he literally teased it just like how Jason Blundell does, makes me very excited, because to me, hopefully they've had enough time to finally cook a truly fantastic mythological type of experience. Because to me, I obviously know that this is going to be set in the 90s. It's going to be very grounded, but I think that's what made the old Zombies so amazing. It was grounded, yet it still had that just right amount of spice of the mythological to make people really think about what the extent of zombies could be. And keep in mind, the zeitgeist of Call of Duty Zombies back in the day was at an all-time high, obviously with all of the zombies media going around like The Walking Dead and all of these amazing big movies like 28 Days Later. But I just hope that Call of Duty Zombies can actually go back to its roots and create a masterpiece like what we once saw back in this Black Ops 3 game. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys are thinking about in the comments about Black Ops 6. I would say ultimately, if you do want to buy it, I would say buy it in the case that it's Black Ops Cold War. Be expectant of that. Do not expect Black Ops 3.